Hey guys, and welcome back to DG Plays Dark Cloud with default weapons only, and we are in the sunken ship at level 11 or floor 11. And I must say that I am starting to feel the less and less effectiveness of my weapons quite heavily. So I'm trying to specialize all my characters into specific weapons, into specific elements and specific enemy types, which does result in me swapping characters a lot. One, to level them up, because that's quite important to keep them leveled, but also just to have them fight enemies that are strong against, like Xiao with the lightning damage against that Patriot cannon, and Goro with his Holy Hammer of Smiting, which has a lot of holy damage to fight all these undead pirates. He's also thirsty, so I need to find a thingy to refill my water with, hopefully. Also, one thing I want to try here is I have a rotten fish, and I wonder if I can throw the rotten fish in here and what will happen if I do. He's like, sniff, sniff, sniff. No, thank you, my dude. No, thank you. Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, we've got Goro, who specializes in undead damage. Or who's gonna specialize in undead, he's not yet. Undead and holy damage, because that's a good combo. Then we've got Ruby, our newest character, a genie, who is specializing in fire damage, so I'm probably gonna make her my plant killer instead of Xiao. Didn't really prepare that well. Oh, this is a bit dangerous. I'm gonna swap to her first to get rid of this cannon. Xiao's gonna be my lightning damage and fish people. And obviously metal, because I think metal is also quite weak to electricity. At least these guys are. So yeah, Xiao's fish people and electricity damage, mainly. And Tone is wind damage and ice, I think. I'll probably make him main ice damage as well. But Tone's not seeing too much use anymore, which is funny, because I used them a lot in the beginning. But now he's not seeing much use anymore, because I don't actually have enemies that I can easily beat with Tone. Or that are like very weak to Tone's types of damage. Okay, let's see if this works, because this has been quite annoying on the last floor. I couldn't actually activate the crystal with her. So do I have to have a specific element? Do I really have to have a specific element on? So if I put ice in here and I activate ice, will that work? Because it's blue. Oh, okay. I see how it works now. That's why that door wouldn't open in the last episode. I don't want you to do fire damage though. So basically, I think what I will do is just keep one of each gem in my bags. So whenever I need it, I can just quickly pop it in and open the door. What else do I want in your ring, actually? Fire damage and... none of these, I think. No. So... maybe MP? Why not? Why not? See what enemies I encounter in here. Fish boy. This is Xiao. Just gonna electrify and fish damage the Gujon out of this place. Oh. So I'm wondering if fire damage is the way to go on mimics as well. I think it might be. So she might become my mimic buster as well, instead of our big hammer guy. It also kind of makes sense because it does so much usually king mimics and stuff take so much endurance, but with ranged characters you only do like 1 attack per shot. Or 1 endurance per shot, so that's absolutely perfect. So anything that takes a lot of endurance, I want to do ranged characters. Anything that doesn't take a lot of endurance, I want to do melee characters. Come on! I also feel like these guys are not weak to holy, but they're weak to... we actually have holy activated on this guy. Yeah. I feel like these are not weak to holy, but they're weak to wind, these humanoid ones. I may be wrong though. Get to the Atla in my Atlamilia. Light them up. Light them up, sweet cheeks. This is the exit. It is the exit. Let's ping that on the map. And continue onwards. I'm going to have to backtrack all the way through the dungeon to get back to the previous side. Maybe these are the guys I need to beat up with Tone then. Let's try. Tony boy. Yeah, he does a lot of damage to them as well. We got 1 enemy type per character now. A hat-shaped roof. Okay. I'm already excited to see how that one looks like. A leaning tower. Oh dear god. Are we Italy inspired? Run, run, run all the way around. So here the exit would have been locked behind that door. If I didn't realize how to open that, I would have been locked out of the rest of the dungeon and exiting it. Actually, do I have an escape powder left? Oh, I don't. I need to buy an escape powder. I was gonna say remind me chat, but this is not live. So you guys can't remind me. Yeah. Play yeah ding dong. Play yeah ding dong. Oh god, I want to watch that movie again now. Wonder if it's on Amazon Prime. I might watch it. I got some ironing to do later. I might watch Eurovision. I absolutely loved Will Ferrell in that movie. Just the stereotyping of Eurovision. And how they bring it. Absolutely love that movie. Okay. That was a quick floor. Let's head on to the next one. Let's keep progressing this game. Dungeon 3 out of... I can't remember how many there are in total. I guess we'll find out. I'm also due a limited floor, so I'm assuming very soon I'll have a floor where I can only use the new character. Or Goro. Which Goro would probably be a little bit problematic. There we go. Called it. But she's okay. I've got a lot of fire damage on her. So maybe the fish won't be as good. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure she'll be fine. I've got enough repair powders. And it will be good for her experience. And we start off with an enemy that she's really good against because of her fire damage. And this is with a very new, not upgraded weapon. Except for me adding a ton of fire damage to it. The amount of chests also indicate that we might see some mimics. Or I might just have a luck of the draw that all chests are in this room. Nope, there's King Mimic. But luckily she's also quite good against mimics because of the fire damage. And she doesn't use all of her endurance killing a mimic, so we'll just keep firing away. And get a lot of experience, almost a full level of experience from that mimic. These ones I'm a bit more afraid because these hop a bit more and I'm just afraid my fireballs are gonna miss them. It seems quite fine actually. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Better than with a Xiao. Because her bullets are really small, they often miss, which is a bit annoying. Is this ice damage? Oh, I do not really like this mechanic, I will have to say. The fact that I need to change the elements on my weapon, I do not really like. Fire is active because I don't have any of the others. It's a bit... I get it. Flavorful, absolutely get it. I think it's a bit too tedious for how much flavor it is. Also, look at this layout, right? I don't have the key yet to go into the other side of the room, of the door there. And there's 2 more chests at the complete opposite sides of the map. So I'll have to go all the way to the other side of the map to then pick up a key to then run all the way back. Let's get this upgrade in. More fire damage. Good. I mean, I'll give it attack, and I don't think I need anything else on this for now. So we'll keep it here. We'll see. We'll see. If I need to upgrade, I might upgrade without full upgrades. Or I might just put an ice gem in just to have a little bit of ice damage to open some of the gates. Then that way don't have to change. I can just change the attribute. I heard a spitter behind me. Bit a cloud of ugliness somewhere. Although none of them can see me, so I should be fine. It's quite easy to take care of those dudes as well, actually. Yep. She's quite strong. So far, I like her. Ooh, double plants. They also stun locking these plants because of the fire damage, I believe. There we go. Pick up the gold that they dropped. And let's get to the fountain. We need to go here anyway, so but let's get to the fountain. Heal up, drink up by the magical water. And then get rid of all of these captains. Hey! At least this isn't hey, right? It's more like eh. Good thing. Chill plants. Just make sure I don't break my weapon. For you of you that are maybe new joiners or started late in the series, if my weapon breaks, every single upgrade that has gone into that weapon will get reset. Because it's a default weapon, it won't disappear. That's what the default weapons are kind of characteristic for. However, if it's another weapon that's not a default, which I'm not using during this challenge, they would completely disappear. The weapon would just be gone. You will not have access to it anymore. With the default weapons, they, well, I say just, they reset all of the progress on the weapon back to basically when you started the game. If that happens to me, probably my characters will do 1 damage to almost everything in the game. So that would not be a fun experience. It's also why I have this active item in the top right. You see the 3 blocks. The left one of those is an auto repair. So if I would ever break a weapon without when I forget to repair it. That auto repair will get procced and actually not break my weapon and repair it for me. So it is quite an important item to have, just in case I ever mess up or I accidentally break my weapon. Another Dran's Feather is also nice. So the second item I have on my actives is a Poison Amulet, which basically means that next time I'll get poisoned, my amulet will break and I won't get poisoned. And the third one is a Dran's Feather, which I'm using now. It basically allows me to speed up my walking speed. So if you see, now I'm not using it, and now I am. And it's a lot faster to get around these dungeons. So I always have a couple in my bags, so that I can zoom through the dungeons and not spend too much time in these. Because nobody wants to see a guy running around for half an hour. Unless you're watching my videos, obviously, then you love a guy running around for half an hour. Open this chest and get a carrot. Carrots are fishing bait, so I can use it to fish, but I don't really fish on camera because it takes a really long time to catch a fish sometimes. Quite tedious. I don't want to bore you guys with that. I might do it off camera just to get some upgrade items, because when you fish you get points, and you can use those points to buy like the gems for upgrading your weapons. You can even buy weapons with it if you fish a hell of a lot, but obviously I'm not allowed to use any other weapons than the default ones, so for me there's no point. The only reason I would fish is to get some of the gems. But I find the time that it takes not really worth it. I think it's more efficient to just go into a back room and hope that you get a gem from there. Especially now that you can buy the items to make yourself go into the back room. You don't need to luck out on getting them. It's another floor done. Let's go to the next floor. Keep going until we're getting stopped by the dungeon and we have to go back to building. And then we'll go back to the town building. What do we get here? Speaking of town building, we get a tower 3rd floor. So we'll be building a tower now as well. I hope it's the tower that has the cowboy hat on top. That would be very funny. Smite him, Goro, with your holy hammer. Oh. I said smite him, don't get smitten. What door is it? It's a crystal door. I'm gonna pass on that for now. Let's go this way. Oh, there's a mimic. You've got a new mimic killer in the party. Oh, our weapon's ready to upgrade. That's very nice. I was missing an upgrade item though, wasn't I? I only had one thing slotted. Goro has the highest base damage out of all the weapons I have now, which might be important for boss fights, because in the last boss fight I did, I actually had weapons that just didn't do any damage, I'm assuming because they were too weak. What is this? There's a crystal with a blue beam. So let's just put a ice gem in here. I'll upgrade it. I know her weapon shouldn't really have ice damage. There's no real point. Except for now I can do this. Awesome. I wonder if I get rid of... I don't know if I can actually. I wonder if I get rid of all her elemental stuff. If her weapon just does neutral damage. Or I wonder if her fire attribute... I guess I can't. I can't break it down enough. Because the fire attribute will always start at 25. It would be a funny experiment though. I don't have anything for her to use, so I don't really want to use her right now. I mean, I do. I still want to level her weapon, but I have nothing to upgrade her weapon with currently that I want to put into her weapon. These cannons, just stay close to them. And they don't do anything because they try to get away from you. Oh, no, I need to use my standard powder. I should buy a bit more because I keep messing up these... I keep messing up these, not paying enough attention while I'm fighting the enemies, and obviously they start hurting quite a bit. Let me repair this weapon, and also use a revival powder. Pretty sure I bought some. There we go. And let me give him some food as well, just to heal him up so this doesn't happen again. But I can already hear another chariot. So that is Shao's doing. If we get really up close and personal, do a ton of damage, and because he tries to get away, he cannot shoot. So rematch time, Goro. The reason why I'm switching so much between characters, even though they can't take them, is just to keep them all a little bit leveling their weapons. It's really annoying if suddenly I need to use a character and their weapon's just so far behind that I can't do anything anymore. It just doesn't really work out well. I'm already using weak weapons. If I wasn't using weak weapons, I could literally just play whatever character worked best for me. But with the weak weapons, I need to kind of divide and conquer. Potato cake. Potato cakes are fishing materials, or fishing bait, I would say. Which again, I'm not going to be fishing, but they sell for 250 gilda, which is actually quite a lot. It's not just quite a lot; it is a lot. So I said I wasn't going to upgrade her weapon, but I'm still going to use it until I can upgrade it for now. Because it's just useful to have her weapon upgradable. Whenever I get the items, I can just immediately upgrade her then. I got a map. Awesome. I've got one room all the way in the back that I've not gone to. Took the wrong entrance. Or the wrong way here. So I'm gonna politely, after this mob, run all the way back there. Because I want to know what's in that room. Although I could move on and see if I find the crystal, and then I can look if there's anything essential in there. Ooh, that's actually a good shout. Gotta move on. If I get the magical crystal, I can see if there's any chests in there. If there are chests, I can run back. If it's just enemies, I don't actually have to run back. Oh, there we go. My mallet's upgradable again. We will do that. Mallet +3. Perfect. Don't have anything I would have put in the mallet, though. He's not going to be my metal breaker. That's going to be Xiao for now. So, again, don't have anything to upgrade, but probably next time I head to town and I do building, I'll get a lot of the upgrade items from there. So I'll just wait. I'll get it to the level up points. And then, oh, come on, stop jumping, you old man. What's that? The hell? Okay, I was looking at the background a bit too much, but she's gonna shoot something at me, isn't she? Okay. Take that, fish person. Auntie Medu. Guys, we don't want to call her Medusa. How are we gonna call this sea monster with snakes for hair? Let's call her Auntie Medu. Also, why are they so resistant to lightning and fish damage? Well, I'm not gonna ask any more questions. That is perfectly fine. Please give me the magical crystal. Good. Please don't have anything. Oh, there's a chest there. Do I care? I don't think I care enough to go there for a chest. I'll be honest. So let's bippity boopity boop out of here. So we can do one more floor this episode. Bippity boopity boo out of there. Who's this? Mask of Prina. Is this a flying monster? An undead? Okay, she doesn't do much damage. What does he do? 48. That is a lot more damage. And I'm faster than him, so I think that works. Let me give him some water because he's thirsty and I'm just stocking up on water for no reason anyway. Okay, so those guys seem to be weak, but I might give it a shot with Tone actually, those guys. Yeah, I know I need to hit it. Please just let me hit it instead of having to talk to it. What's here? Mask of Prey. Now, let me give this a shot with Tone actually. I feel like doing some fast damage might be really good here. Doesn't do that much, but he's also stuck in the wall now, which is really not great. I'm gonna stop targeting for a second. Get a little heal. I don't think they're weak to wind damage. Something tells me they're not weak to wind damage. Let me add some more wind damage though. And upgrade this dagger. And let me just put some more wind damage in it. So everything's maxed now except for endurance on this. That's fair. Oh, a clown. Happy clown, happy clown. I want the small box because the big box are usually weapons and I don't need weapons. And that was a weapon. And there's the King Mimic. It's fine. Fire! Fire! Perfect. Another feather down the drain, but it's fine because look at all these feathers I get. They're a random drop from Mimic, so when I do the Mimic back floors, they just drop a ton of these. Perfect. I actually needed a stand-in powder. Oh lord. Oh lord. You're very weak to fire damage, aren't you? Anti-Midu, are you weak to fire damage? I mean, they're not strong against it. I mean, I would have thought that she would take less damage from the fire, but I think that was actually quite wrong. So, I guess I could I could keep using her for a bit if I don't feel like switching. I just need to make sure that I still keep using other characters. That was the problem I had with Xiao in the last floors, or the last dungeon. I just used Xiao over and over because it was so easy to deal with everything. And then I got to the boss, and she was the only one who could hit it, but she only hit it for... Well, Tone could hit it, but she could only hit the boss for 2 damage. Which is not ideal. It wasn't horrible. I've done worse things, but it was not that ideal. Let's go here. And I kind of want to deal with him first, so let's go fire damage. He's just annoying. And he might just freeze me and if I get frozen. I don't actually have anything to heal frozen. And now I want to try how Tone fares against Ancient Medus. He does quite some damage. Oh, I'm frozen. So he does a lot of damage, but he got frozen. I also don't know what froze me because I couldn't see it. Weak to holy damage, perhaps. Mayhaps. Oh, they might be weak to holy damage. 74. Looks like their weakness is holy. Awesome. Oh no, he's got stamina. That is not distinct proof that they're weak to holy. Without stamina would be about half damage, so... Oh wait. Toner, are you still frozen? Does this go away on its own? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Perfect, actually. I thought last time I was frozen I couldn't swap characters, but apparently I can. Boop. Heal up. Get ready to go to the other side. This time I did choose the right side of the dungeon to do first. Am I trying fire damage on these? I've not tried fire damage yet. They're also just really annoying with this blocking stuff. Oh no, not fire damage. I think it might be holy damage. 48 per hit. And I'm just fast enough to stun lock him, so... Oh. Let me use a healing item before I pass out on him again. Now we can find out if it was my holy damage or... God, come on, bad. Why? I'm so bad with Goro, or Goro is just a bad character, but I will say that I am bad. Am I down to 2 repair powders? That's not high either. 35 damage without... I mean, it's not horrible. I do feel like I should do Tone here, because it's just way, way, way faster. I just need to move away when I... after a stun lock, because then she tends to shoot. But yeah, definitely Tone slaps here. This is almost the most damage, but he's a ton faster than the rest with his hits, so... Tone is the way. Oh, we have the key for this door. Perfect. It feels cheesy. The only enemy that it's really easy to play Goro against. These guys. Give me that money. Give me that cash. Nice gem. Any more enemies here? No. Oh, I got the gem. Don't even have to think about enemy vision. Sam, how would you like a fireball to the face? Fireball, fireball, fireball. What am I, a Dungeons and Dragons wizard? Fireball, fireball. Ooh, another King Mimic? No. mean, I've got a key. The thing is, a weapon's worth like 150, and I'm going to sell the weapons anyway because I can't use them. And a key's worth 400, so it's actually better to just do the traps and sell the keys. Because the weapons are not worth anything anyway to me. Oh my god, it's the first slingshot ever. Since I've gotten Shao in the first dungeon of the game. That is my first non-default slingshot that I've got. Let's see what's on the next level. Probably more enemies. It is not a special floor, so I am going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode where we'll do probably the last couple of floors, maybe some building, and once we're done, we'll be heading into the boss of the 3rd floor, which will be very exciting. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day before I get killed by